face-off. We have one final score for you. There it is. The United States in Buffalo has defeated Czechoslovakia 3-2 to put pressure on Canada going into this game. That game earlier tonight in the Buffalo Auditorium, and play is underway and back inside Sweden territory to pick up the puck is Andersson. He's bumped in against the boards now. The puck comes loose. They try to roll it out in front. In there is Gretzky, rolls it out into the slot. Anderson can't get that. It's cleared away by Anderson up off the glass. Robinson keeps it in. Gretzky throwing it into the slot, and out comes Sundstrom. At center ice now, Patrick Sundstrom over the line along with Gradin. Also in there is Peter Sundstrom, the two twins. Out in front, there's a shot, and batting it out of midair there in front of the net was Gretzky, and it was gloved ahead, so we'll have a face-off deep in the Team Canada zone.
Thomas Gradin was left alone in front of the net. A good save by Pete Peterson, but watch Thomas Gradin all alone in front of the net. He gets a clear shot. That's the type of save you want to make early in the hockey game.
The Swedish zone. Lots of action, a minute and 3 seconds into the game.
Well, Canada there, they shot the puck in from center ice. The boards here in the Pacific Coliseum are very fast. So from playing in here, that's one of the game plans teams coming in here try to do. The puck rebounded out. Bossy was all alone. He just missed the lower corner.
Anyone who wonders about the future of the Canadian game just has to watch that young fellow back on the defense. Taking the draw will be Patrick Sundstrom. By Peters, he covers up and holds on for the faceoff. So now the teams are even strength. Shots on goal at this moment, 5-2 favors Sweden. And there you see Pete Peters, who had that tremendous winning streak as a rookie goaltender with the Philadelphia Flyers, 27 in a row, part of that 35-game streak they had. And then was traded over to the Boston Bruins and put the Bruins right out along the boards. It's kept in, knocked down in front of the net by Bourque. And again, it's Canada coming out. Peter Stastny. Stastny just leaving it off for Kevin Lowe. Lowe in over the league to Mats Naslund of the Canadiens as we look at Gretzky talking with Leon Stickle. But somebody asked Mats about it now. It's Coffey moving up over the line for Gretzky. Bounces off the board. Here's Gartner going in. Loose puck. The shot. It's blocked at the defense as Taylene was there. Now in front, a bouncing puck, and it's cleared away by Eriksson. Out near the line, Robinson. The shot, and it just deflects wide. Gartner in front of that net, and they're going to toss both Gartner and also Taylene, obviously for roughing in front of the net.
Things are a little chippy out there. The boys are starting to throw their sticks around. Here's a chance by Anderson. He has an open net. Watch for him on the far side of the screen here. An open net to shoot at the defenseman, just gets in front of it and blocks it.
I thought it was Taylene. It was Bo Eriksson got his leg on that. And then they rough stuff in front of the net. Period. No score in this hockey game as we look there at Patrick Sundstrom of the Vancouver Canucks. Just Sundstrom over the line for his brother Peter. He's checked, coming across is Lowe. Bourque on this side. Bourque, Bossy, zipped along the boards, out through center ice now. Here comes Lowe over the line. He gets set, makes a move. What a move! The shot hit the post. The rebound came back to him. And a play, and so we'll have a face-off on that. This program is broadcast under rights granted by Hockey Canada and the NHL Players Association. It's protected by copyright and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or reuse of this program without the express written permission winds up going all the way down into Team Canada territory. 8 seconds left on the first penalty. Gretzky gets the lead pass. Hits the line along with Robinson. Stops, feeds it in front. Now we got a 2-on-1. The shot! Oh, the save is made by Peter Lindmark. Great move in front. Lindmark was right there to equal the occasion.
Well, Messier can't believe that he missed that goal. Put his hands on his head. Here he is all alone there. He makes the little deke. Just wants to slide it under the pad.
Okay, hit the inside of the pad and drop down. Now there's Mark Messier. The Edmonton Oilers.
Up or not and start to try to throw the puck over him.
We've seen a few, including Gretzky, who let one go that was aimed high, and so you wonder. We'll see. Wilson driving it in all the way around the boards. Gartner picks it up on this side, lets it go to Bourque. Bourque now to Gretzky. Gretzky in front. There's a shot. Oh, what a chance! And I think he shot it wide. That was Gartner. So they're even strength right now and will be for 55 seconds or so. Here's Robinson ahead. Lead pass for Bossy. Kicks it free. Here he comes down over the line now. Bossy with a great shot. There.
play by Larry Robinson. He spots Bossy. He catches the defenseman flat-footed. Bossy gets in scoring position. He can put him away. He takes a look right between the legs of Lindmark. That's why he's scored 50 goals 7 seasons in a row.
Here's Yzerman back inside his own zone. We're underway here in the second period. Both teams are at even strength and at full strength along the boards. Sweden trying to get loose. Working in there is Sandstrom. Out in front now. Here's a chance for Sweden, and he's hauled down. There's going to be a penalty, and it's scored on the play. There was a penalty being called, and Sweden scored. And I believe that was young Thomas Sandstrom, who got it at the side of the net.
There's Eklund all alone in front. He is pulled down. Pete Peters lying flat on his back. Sandstrom just stuck it upstairs there.
Well, Sandstrom.
Scrambly play here in the corner. Pete Peters falls down a little early there. Sit above him.
They called Tallene, I believe, is going off. He put the hook or the clutch on Wayne Gretzky coming out of the zone.
Tallene steps in front of Anderson, I think it was, and for no reason at all. He wasn't in the play. He's going to do any harm. Kind of a silly penalty to take at this time. Give Canada a chance to get back into the hockey game here.
Well, watch for it along the boards now. There it is, the interference. And right in front of the referee, which is penalty not a good idea either.
Sweden, number 2, Max.
Back to get it for Team Canada. Bourque. Messier. Messier is upended as he tried to come out by Stan. Again, Canada is presenting itself with scoring chances, but just not sharp with the shooting.
They've had a few opportunities to shoot too, and they elected to pass. Gradin makes a good play here by getting in front, blocking the shot of Paul.
Fellows clears it around the boards, then took a hit from Naslund. Into the corner they go, back out to Wilson. Now here comes that shot in front of the net. And the shot is just wide. Again, they made the extra pass. Goulet. Players go down against the boards now. Back out to the line. In the Team Canada zone. 6 minutes, 21 seconds gone in the period. There's Pete Peters. Talked to him yesterday when he was informed that he would be taking over for Grant Fuhr.
Series in 1981. Here are the two coaches, a shot of both of them. I'm sure
Canada continuing to have its problems. This time coming out of their own zone as we look at Thomas Gradin of the Vancouver Canucks. You've been on the ice against them. Pretty crafty player, Darryl.
He's a slick player. He's usually a centerman in the National Hockey League. He's playing left wing out here, and he's playing on a pretty good line with the two Sundstrom boys. But he's had some great seasons.
It's called in the icing, so we'll have a face-off in the Swedish zone as we look there at Raymond Bourque of the Boston Bruins. Tremendous defenseman, skilled, two-way player. I say two ways, he can go offense and defense. Had a 96-point year, as you see there.
He comes up and acts as a fourth forward a lot and creates a lot of good scoring opportunities. I was talking earlier about Sweden preparing different.
Once again, he brings it out over his own line to center ice. It's cleared in. Knocked down in front of the net. Now by Eriksson in front of the net. Now Anderson. Loose in front. Gretzky shot it into the crowd. There's going to be a penalty called for tripping against Sweden.
Swedes on the number of shots they've blocked tonight, both the defensemen and the forwards. They seem to be getting a piece of the puck at all times.
Well, we've got something going in the corner right now. Robinson right in the middle of all of that. So is Leon Stickle, and Anderson is right there. That's number 19 for Sweden. I don't know who else is involved. Well, tempers are getting a little short. Team Canada frustration, and now we've got the benches clearing. I have never seen this in an international hockey league. Look at Mats Naslund put the clutch on Yzerman as he goes in. I have never seen the benches clear in an international hockey game. I'm sure it has happened before, but tempers are getting very, very short in this game, and it's been, Darryl, a very chippy kind of a game, the kind of game that would produce this sort of thing.
Well, this has been the roughest game I've seen Team Sweden ever play. They've been taking the body all night. They've been finishing their checks. They've been playing aggressive, and Canada is getting a little frustrated. They've had their chances to score. Things aren't bouncing their way, and they're becoming more frustrated as the clock rolls down. But nobody wants to take a major penalty in an incident like this, because they would be lost for the next game. And you know, with the injuries Canada has now, that they can't afford to lose anybody.
Swedish coach Leif Boork watching this one with interest. Sweden has been working on its defensive play. This is an area of their game that has been very weak over the years, and it's showing. I think that there's leaps and bounds over what I've seen in recent years in Swedish teams defensively. Boy, they have not settled down there at all. This is going to get to the point where we may have an out fight here. This is not good at all. And it's not good for one thing. If suddenly the referee starts to call fighting majors, that means disqualification and game suspensions.
At this point in time, Canada can't afford that. Neither can Sweden. Sweden hasn't won a game up to this point.
Well, I'll tell you, Kevin Lowe may wind up disappearing from sight for a while here, and with important games coming up. This is really a lack of discipline.
One of his players should grab a hold of him and tell him to settle down. I mean, when you're in a case like that, you lose it a little bit, lose your train of thought, and you don't think about what the circumstances might be. And a player should grab a hold of Kevin and tell him to get out of there.
Well, we've got both benches empty. The only people remaining on the benches are the backup goaltenders, Réjean Lemelin for Canada, and Valatalo. There you see Reggie of the Calgary Flames, who's been pressed into action with a Grant Fuhr injury. But I'll tell you, this is not a good situation.
It'll be interesting to see what the call is on who the first player was to leave the bench and what the penalties might be for that.
Well, there you see Bengt Gustafsson of the Washington Capitals and Kevin Lowe. Gustafsson is being escorted towards the dressing room, and I think there may be, well, we better not, just don't know, as Lowe also heads for the dressing room. We are in the final minute and 25 seconds here of the period. And there's the young referee who has had his hands full, Mike North of Boston. He's called a tight game. They're still at it out there. He has had his hands full because of the chippy nature. He's trying to keep very tight control of this game, and I certainly can't fault him for any of this. He's had a tight rein on everybody, and everything he's seen, he's called.
Well, it's just been that type of game right from the outset. Both teams they know they have to win. They know they have to come up big, and they're playing very, very aggressive, and he's just calling everything. And like I said earlier, Canada's had their chances. They're becoming frustrated. They want to put that puck in the net. Things aren't going their way, and these things happen.
That's your teammate, Thomas Eriksson. A defense and Paul Coffey. There's Eriksson, Thomas Eriksson of the Philadelphia Flyers. So now just 2 seconds left, and Canada will go a man short. And right in front of the net, this is this young player who they think is going to be the next Swedish superstar. He belongs to the New York Rangers. And there's John Tonelli. What you call a mucker in this game. He does the work. Pretty good offensively. Great two-way player for the New York Islanders. Moving in also is Bourne. Lowe's back there with him. And it's shoveled to the corner on this side. Bourque loses it there as Naslund goes to the backhand. Shot, rebound. Naslund's still there, but Peters is too. And he covers it up.
Naslund's had a number of good opportunities tonight. He's been playing quite well. He gets the puck in front on his backhand. Pete Peters stays down low and keeps his feet on the ice to make a good save, but Naslund, good scoring opportunity.
Well, Naslund's third shot on goal in this hockey game.
With goaltender Grant Fuhr out of the lineup because of a knee injury, the goaltending responsibilities fall on Pete Peters and Reggie Lemelin of Calgary, the subjects of this profile. Goaltender Pete Peters is getting his first real taste of international hockey with this Canada Cup. In exhibition play, Peters played against Czechoslovakia.
I still can't figure out what they were doing. They played the Russians, and they had great opportunities to shoot the puck, and they wouldn't shoot the puck when they played us in Halifax. They were shooting from all over, and why they did that, I can't figure it out. Maybe they thought that we'll play the Canadian way, shoot a lot, and then when they played the Russians, they held it and passed off. And I think they missed a lot of scoring opportunities by not shooting.
They seem to wait for that perfect shot.
Well, I don't know. I thought they had a few perfect shots, and they decided to pass it through the middle and would get intercepted. And when we played them in Halifax, they were shooting from bad angles, good angles, and everything was going up high.
With the injury to goaltender Grant Fuhr, Réjean Lemelin was summoned back to the team. While admitting the team will miss Fuhr, Lemelin welcomes the chance to play.
That's the way the game is. It's the way hockey is played, and it's tough on the body, and sometimes, you know, you get injured, and it's unfortunate for Grant. Obviously, it gives me a chance to play. Now I'm in there, and anything can happen, and I'm going to try to do my best if I'm called to play to help the team win some games.
Pretty good feeling, Reggie, with Team Canada. You were with them right from the start. You know all the guys, and watching them work out, there seems to be a lot of spirit on the team.
Yeah, very much so. Yesterday we had a little talk all together, the players. I was not there, of course, in Montreal for the 2 games, but it seemed like nobody was too happy with the letdown in the third period, and we don't want it to happen again. So we had high intensity in the practice yesterday, and this morning was a little loose because everybody felt good.
Both Lemelin of the Calgary Flames and Peters of the Boston Bruins consider it a special honor to represent Canada.
I was really ecstatic, first of all, when I was selected to the team. I thought that in itself was quite an honor, and to be selected on the roster was another big thrill. And for me to get in a couple games is probably going to be one of the biggest thrills of my life, because who knows, I might never play on a Stanley Cup winner, and this might even be better than a Stanley Cup. I don't know, but I'm certainly going to try my heart out, and I know all of Canada and all of the world is watching, and it's going to be a great thrill, and I think everybody wants us to do well, even in Europe. I think they'd like to see the Canadians do well.
What's the feeling in the dressing room? I guess when you're getting ready for practice or a game and you look around and you see that all-star lineup, it's just got to be awesome.
Well, it is. I think that if we decide to go with our system and work as a team and play flawless hockey and just do what we do best out there as individuals, I don't think anybody should touch us. But
I was with the team for 3 weeks. I trained hard, and I was a little bit disappointed not to make the team, and right now I'm back in there, and I'm very happy about it.
Team Canada goaltenders Reggie Lemelin and Pete Peters, but with Grant Fuhr sidelined with that knee injury.
That is offside, so we'll get another face-off. There's Thelin. He'll join Boston after the Canada Cup and will become, if he makes the Boston Bruins, the first European ever on that team. Very physical player. Although I'll tell you that Thelin, the other one, number 5, Bossy hit against the boards. They try to work it out in front. Bossy's after it again. Bossy trying to cut through the traffic, and it's cleared out to center ice. Here's a break. Stain going over the line now. Stain getting set to the side of the net. Rolls it. It hit the line. The Swedes think they got a goal. Out in front now. Here's the break. Down over the line is Anderson. He shot it wide, and he is knocked down on the play, and there's going to be a penalty.
Well, the Swedes are arguing that puck went into the net. The lake did not go on.
Well, I want to see that one. It hit down on the line. That's as close as I could see, but I don't know whether, in fact, when I saw it, here it is. Let's take a look at it. Watch closely right at the line. Whoa.
It's hard to tell there. Pete Peters had his pad in front of it. Whether or not it went over the line or not, you couldn't tell. Here's Team Canada coming back on a breakaway, and Sweden takes a hooking penalty on Anderson, who was in all alone.
Canada argued for a penalty shot there. I cannot go along with a penalty shot. It was not quite as clear-cut as
2 minutes for
Canada would like.
Well, Canada's had 6 power play opportunities already.
All right, watch the line now. Now you can't see there.
Well, that's been the story in the game. Canada has had 6 opportunities for a power play on a power play and haven't scored. Here's a big chance to get back into the hockey game. There's only 9 minutes and 52 seconds left.
All right,
let's go down to Eddie.
Okay, Eddie.
Down here at ice level, of course, Team Canada tries to pick things up.
Is on. Wilson Back out to the point for Coffey. Anderson. Anderson to Wilson. Wilson looking for a man in front. Rebound in front. His shot. And it's wide. Messier had the great chance, and he just missed the open side. The puck is cleared in this period by a 10-6 margin. Face-off down in the Swedish zone with 6:07 remaining.
That 3-2 loss Sweden had to Russia the other night, I think that maybe proved to them that they could play in a series such as this. They had a great game. I talked to the players, and they thought that they even deserved a point or maybe even a win out of it. Not given the lift going into tonight's game, and they've sure played well.
You know, we're talking about Labatt players, and so
well, Messier has scored a number of shorthanded goals in his career, and so has Wayne Gretzky.
There's Glenn Sather. He's got the horses. He's just trying to get the horses going.
I noticed tonight Wayne Gretzky has been taking a little shorter shifts than he normally does throughout the season. That might have something.
Now Robinson moves in, still loose inside the zone. Sweden with Sundstrom bringing it out to center ice. Messier's knocked down. No penalty. It sets up a 2-on-1. The shot is wide. Robinson. Robinson at the side of the net. Wilson. Wilson and Gradin. They roll it in front. 49 seconds left as Wilson goes down. The puck is underneath him, and we'll have a face-off deep in the Team Canada zone. Just a great last year, and now Pete Peters comes out near the bench, and we've got a timeout called with 49 seconds remaining.
If Team Canada gets the puck into the Swedish end, I think they should be looking at maybe taking a face-off. That's one of the strong areas of our hockey game. We got guys like Messier out there who can win them consistently. Have a guy like Wilson setting up for the shot rather than wasting time along the boards.